All right, guys, Daniel the Adjuster here. I am out in a field. Why are you in a field, Daniel? Well, I was out on a road today doing an adjustment inspection on a house that had a defective shingle on it. It was interesting, something I never come across very often, which is the Atlas shingle. So sometimes you'll come across that, but I wanted to explain to you guys that a little bit about that shingle, but we can do that in another video. What I want to talk about today is what does my life look like as an adjuster? I get a lot of questions of people saying, what do you do throughout your day? And notice that most of my videos are going to be happening in the mornings or in the bright sunshine. Sometimes you'll see the frost that's going to be on the rooftops there. That's because I do my inspections in the morning. So what I do is I get up in the morning, I set my schedule the night before, knowing the locations that I will go. I basically set up a pathway to make sure that I can streamline the visits. So I go from one to the next, and then I'll loop around, come back to the back towards the house, or maybe on my final one. It's very important to organize your schedule that way so you can be cost effective on your gas. We do a ton of driving and we don't want to waste our money on gas. So once I do the inspections, typically I am done my inspections by 11 o'clock in the morning, maybe by noon if I'm doing a bunch of those, and I head back to the house. Next thing I do is I'll mark all those contacted, put in a little file note saying that I've inspected those properties, and then I'll start the process of organizing my photos, get those photos into a file folder based on the name of the insured, and then start importing one project at a time. So as I spend the afternoon writing these claims, I definitely want to take a break between each one of those claims, because you may be sitting at the chair for a couple hours, depending how big the estimate is, and you don't want to get that writer's cramp in your hand when you're holding the mouse for that period of time, or you just get a loss of circulation in your legs. So you want to get up on a pretty regular basis, go get yourself a drink of water, keep hydrated, maybe a snack, go for a walk, get out in the air. You want to do that because the longer you sit in the desk, you'll find that things will start to change. You'll be stiff when you get up out of the chair. You'll be wondering, man, I just feel like I've been sitting here so long. You'll get depressed a little bit. I like to get outside or set up my desk close to a window so I can get some vitamin D on a regular basis. That's something that's real important too. And also, because I'm outside in the sun on a regular basis, I feel like I'm getting my vitamin D in the mornings, and then I don't feel so bad in the afternoons. But getting exercise, going for those walks, are really important too. Make sure that you're not eating too many snacks while you're sitting at your desk. Great way to gain weight is to eat snacks while you're sitting there for hours doing nothing. Take it from me, I like to eat. And because I like to eat, I went through a period of time where I was snacking all the time, eating lots of stuff while I was sitting at my desk, and I gained a lot of weight. Now it's really super hard to lose that weight after you've gained it, so I just recommend not putting it on. It's just a good thing to do. And exercising as much as possible. Go to the gym, take a break between your claims, go to the gym, go for a walk, walk the dog, whatever, get out there and do something. Now my evenings, typically right around the 3 or 4 o'clock time frame, I'll start to see some of my new claims come in. That's when I'll call those and try and schedule those for the next day. And the reason why this is important is because you don't want to leave it too late in the day if you're trying to get one in tomorrow or the next day, because you're not giving people enough notice. So I always like to try and do it mid-afternoon, call them up, get them scheduled, at least attempt to see them the next day or the following day so you can speed up your schedule on those inspection time. And then once you have got them all scheduled, then you can go back to writing your claims to whatever time it takes you to finish up in the evening. Now typically, depending on how many claims I have, emails from desk adjusters, questions from managers, questions from insureds, I could probably finish up about 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. And then sometimes I'll get some claims in later, but I just tend to wait till the next day to call those. But in the past, I used to call them even at 8 o'clock at night because everybody's home. I used to call them, and I ended up seeing my days stretch into 8 and 9 o'clock at night working, and it just wasn't a good thing for me. So I technically want to put an end time to the amount of time I work, 5 or 6 o'clock at night, depending on how the claim volume is, just so that I can keep my sanity and keep my evenings for myself. get a good dinner, take some time to relax and be ready for the next day's inspection. On Saturdays, I do sometimes work. In the summer times, for sure, I work Saturdays. I try to take always Sundays off. So keep that in mind. Always make a day of rest for yourself, whatever day that might be on the weekends. There's always going to be work. Make sure you take time to rest. Make sure you take time to vacation. Just a little information for you guys. Daniel the Adjuster, trying to make you the best adjuster. Take care.